Welcome back, guys, to the Sigma Times podcast. It's been a minute. We're back here with episode 6.1. Six, rest in peace. Tommy, you want to take it away with our guest today?
Yeah, of course. I just want to toss a quick prayer out to episode 6. 6.1 is going to do it more justice, as I think my sound's working, so, love to hear that. But, today we've got our guest, Mattson, the high school swimmer with plenty of stories to tell, joining us for a mix of random topics. We'll talk about everything from sports figures, records, to movies experiences, maybe some funny takes here and there. But, other than that, we're going to dive, see what I did there, into future plans, favorites, and maybe a few unexpected things along the way. So you know what? Let's not hold the dead horse here. Welcome in, Mattson.
Hello.
I think that was fire there.
That was the intros are getting better and better. If I do say.
Welcome, Mattson, to the Sigma Times podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. You wanna tell the people a little bit about yourself, just general, as Ryan would put it, a little synopsis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fellow Yorkville high school student with Gavin. I swim. Other than that, I don't really do a whole lot. But I'm blessed to be here.
I respect it.
Yeah, of course.
It's glad to have you on the pod.
Mm-hmm. We have quite the topic to start off today. We're going to be starting off talking about O.J. Simpson a little bit. Just, what are your thoughts? Did the glove fit? Did it not? People say it didn't fit. Look at myself. It seemed like it fit. I'm not going to lie.
You know what?
I mean, to the naked eye.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry.
To the naked eye, it doesn't look like it fit all that well, but his fingers were in all the holes and it went around his hand. So I mean, just because it didn't fit perfectly doesn't mean he couldn't have worn the gloves.
Exactly.
But they did acquit him, so I mean, he was proven innocent.
Mm-hmm.
They did say if the glove don't fit, you gotta acquit or you must acquit. First of all, the glove fucking fit. It was on it. Every part of his hand. The glove, like every finger was. The glove fucking fit. I mean, I went off on this a little bit yesterday with Gavin. What defines the glove fitting? Like, are we talking about he had to have a perfect match to his glove? Can you not have tight gloves nowadays? Like, just
so stupid.
The dumbest shit. To be fair, good season in the NFL though. I mean, I don't say you take away his records.
Good player.
That is true.
Yeah.
But you know what? To top off the gloves, what do you think of his book? What do you think the book that he wrote after all that got brought up on him?
I think it was a ballsy play, I'm not going to lie. He took advantage of the situation he was in. Just went for it.
Yeah, you definitely got to respect it. Because, I mean, he's just kind of like putting the icing on the cake. He's like, well, I didn't get caught. But, like, if I did, this is how I would have done it.
Yeah.
But he didn't get caught.
He didn't do it, some will say. Innocent, for sure. Kind of going off like crazy people. Have you guys been seeing the Josh Block situation going on here?
I have not.
I've got a chance at taking a glimpse of this. Josh Block, I'm sure as most people know of at this point, just was once a normal guy in New York. He just a little bit of the autism, it controlled a bit of his life, but it wasn't bad. He was just singing obnoxious in the middle of the city. And then, once he turned 21, obviously he started having alcohol to a bad extent, but it's driven him so far, he's just had a pancreatitis at this point. Just full blown.
And he's not stopping.
That's not a wake-up call. That's not a wake-up call to stop, and I don't know what exactly is for him.
I kind of got a question here. Do you think there's any way to stop this situation going on? I think the only way would be him being put in jail. I think that's genuinely the only way.
I've got a controversial solution. I think if you give him harder, more illicit substances, he's going to slowly become more addicted to those. Therefore, like, his alcoholism just gone. It's done. Sure, he might be on black tar heroin, but he's not doing alcohol anymore.
That is true.
For sure. Yeah.
You gotta take your battles.
I mean, as far as my knowledge goes, the black tar heroin doesn't hurt your pancreas, as far as my knowledge goes. So that would definitely be a step up for him.
Exactly. Healthier substitute. Better feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah. Josh, he's an interesting character. Don't know what really got him to that path. I know I've watched a couple videos.
You know, the
I think
Josh lore is getting deeper and deeper by the day. I think
yeah,
him and Daniel Larson are basically the same person. Uh,
yeah,
Alcohol is definitely just stormed like full head first into just hell.
yeah. Makes you think, do you put laws on autistic people buying alcohol? Who knows?
But you know what?
I
Speaking of
feel like he needs a
autistic laws,
caretaker.
yeah, caretaker would be a good solution. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was just going. Speaking of autistic laws, you know, what do you think of? Just a question that popped into my mind here, Mattson. Hear me out on this. What do you think of the idea of instead of cars, everyone just rode horses around? You like it? You against it? What
I
do you think?
mean, like 500 years ago, that's a great idea.
Hmm.
I just doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it fits into like current times because like it's not more efficient than a car, and like it's cold as hell out here. Like I don't want to be riding a horse.
Yeah.
So I hate that idea actually.
I'm glad you
Nor do you want
mentioned
to
it.
be greeting people on a horse in 10-degree weather and leaving it outside.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things wrong with that law, for
Yeah,
sure.
I think it was also made by an autistic person, which is why it segued together to that one.
Do you know what else might have been made by an autistic person? The Netflix movie, The Package. Holy crap. When I tell you I've never seen something more insane and stupid in my life, I'm not lying. And I've watched Aliens in the Attic. I did put that in my letterbox review. Um, the whole plot of this movie is this dude chops his dick off in the middle of like a camping trip with his friends. And just some of the stuff in there is the most ridiculous, unnecessary stuff I've ever seen, to be honest. Like, we don't need to see the chopped off penis as much as we do in that film. Like, not even close to it. I know, Tommy, you've seen it. I don't know, Mattson, have you seen
Yeah.
that movie?
I've never heard of this movie. How do they fit a story around that? It feels like it's a pretty simple story. You just chop off your dick and then it's not there anymore. I don't get how you make a movie out of that.
And you know what? You bring up a really good question that I don't think anyone in the writing room thought of when they made this film.
Yeah.
They had the idea of like, yeah, let's get a group of like high school age kids. We'll have them go
Yeah.
camping. We'll have one of them chop their dick off. And I think they ran out of like a story at that point.
Yeah. They set like a ritual around the campfire. They exploded the thing so a helicopter could see him, even though when they were taking the guy up, they only took the one guy up too. They didn't bring the whole crew with. He was like, whoever blew that up is stupid. We saw you guys before you did that. It's kind of funny though. In some ways, it's funny.
It's
But like,
it's
also, you get to a scene where they're like threatening a kid to suck a chopped off penis for a boat to get off the island.
So is the chopping off of the penis at the beginning of the movie and they build off of that, or is it like
Yeah,
you have
it's
a whole
fairly
story and then the
early in it.
climax of the movie? Okay.
No, I'd say the climax of the movie is actually at the very end when they're running in the hospital to give the penis for the surgery. Because they thought they took the cooler with the dick in it, but they took the cooler with the brewskis, which there's two issues with that. He doesn't have a penis. They don't have beer. I mean,
yeah.
there's two issues nobody wants to run into for sure.
Two things you
Definitely.
never want to happen to you is one, run out of beer. Second, get your dick chopped. I think in that order as
Yeah.
well.
Hmm.
Because at least with the one, you could solve the second problem. Because like at least
Yeah.
I have one. But the second is
exactly.
just, I mean, you're lost without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to check the movie out now.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. The first minute, make sure your sound is down a lot.
All right.
It's a crazy beginning.
It's a good family film to watch. I mean, I don't know about you, but I love just pulling on these kinds of movies and just
the first
sitting right
minute is horrendous. I'm not gonna lie.
You just sit right next to your parents, full family in the living room, just great.
Let's
great
say
time.
My
Ryan
grandparents-
closed his eyes for it.
My grandparents love watching movies, so maybe next time I see them, we can all sit down and watch this family film.
I would recommend.
Yeah, for
Timeless.
sure. Yeah, quite the movie there. Kind of just a random topic to talk about. Have you guys been seeing all these plane crashes going down?
I have seen a lot of them on Twitter.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure that it's all just happening right now. Makes you think
Yeah, I
what's
feel like I
really happening.
haven't heard about a big plane crash since like September 11th, 2001.
Hmm.
But nowadays, it just seems like it's happening every day.
Yeah,
The upside down Delta flight, something like I've never seen before.
yeah,
And then
that
how did that even happen? Genuinely, like how does one flip the plane and land it?
completely.
Yeah, like upside. I could get maybe in the air, but
Yeah.
how have you just crashed it upside down and just
You know what I find very crazy is there was not a single person dead from that.
yeah, that's what I was about to
At
think.
least
Was
from what
like
I last heard.
I'm sure people were injured, but like
Yeah.
not a single death from that.
I
Yeah, that
don't
is pretty
believe so.
impressive.
Yeah, because you got to think like about the old people on there. They're upside
Mhm.
down. Even if they're
They
seatbelt, they are
you could have breathed
hanging
on them
upside down.
and they would have gone. Like they would have disintegrated with the wind at that point.
Or like the wheelchair clientels, like
Mhm.
they're just attached to a wheelchair on the ceiling. Makes you think.
Yeah, what are
For
like the
sure.
morbidly obese people that take up like 3 seats? I'm sure when they flipped over, they had like
I
they
mean,
were like
all three of their
barely ripping the seats
seatbelts
out of the
just
ground.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
They might have
holding on for
actually the
dear life.
chairs might have gone with them. Like
yeah.
they're buckled
Yeah,
up with the seat and the seat just detaches from the plane.
Really
mhm,
put the extenders to the test there. But
yeah. And then another plane crash. Or this actually didn't happen. It was a close call, but it was at our local airport, Midway. A Southwest plane came down and last minute went back up. I don't know if you guys saw that one. It was about to hit. I think it was just a private jet.
You know what? I hear a lot of like Southwest get shit when it comes to planes. I fuck with Southwest. I'm not gonna lie. You see, just because of that,
Yeah,
almost, but
agreed.
didn't
you know
happen.
him. Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I
I
mean,
believe I'm actually flying Southwest
Southwest.
here in the next week. I'm going
Yeah,
on like a few college visits. So I'm taking Southwest, I believe.
Great.
listen,
What places you planning on visiting?
Uh, so I'm going to two schools. One of them's in Texas, and the other one's in Missouri. They both gave me some swimming scholarships, so I'm checking out the schools. One of them's the University of Texas, Permian Basin, and then the other one is Southwest Baptist University in Missouri. So checking
Nice.
those out, and then after I visit those, I should have my final decision made of where I want to go.
mhm.
Nice.
What are your top ones at the moment here, from what you visited and seen?
Of the ones that I visited, I think of the ones that I've like between I've visited and seen. My top three are the Texas one, Missouri one, and then another one in West Virginia called Davison or something like that. Those are
Mhm.
probably my top three right now. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
stay here in Illinois, so pretty much
that's fair.
anywhere else would be nice.
Yeah,
Very fair.
yeah.
I think the
Close
theme.
friend, future guest is trying to hit up Hawaii. You know,
Yeah,
he's
it's
a little
it's a choice,
Pacific. Yeah,
and it's crazy because I don't think I've ever seen a Dunkin' Donuts in Hawaii once. So I mean, might be the
yeah.
first.
He's not gonna blog there. It's like, you know, but no matter where you go, you think you're gonna swim?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I'm only checking out schools that said they got money in the roster spot for me. So,
That's good.
It's a
yep.
fair.
And then, do you know what you're majoring in, or any ideas in that?
Yeah, I'm actually going to get a doctorate in gender studies. So,
I love it.
I just, yeah, I
Fair.
feel like we need more of that
Hmm.
in
We do.
America.
And you know what?
It's a growing issue.
I'm glad you brought up the battle because it kind of reminds me gender studies. I'm double majoring in feminism, women's history as well with my
Yeah.
engineering
Hmm.
degree. Just to, you know, fight the power truly. And there's not
It's
enough people
extra
Yeah,
out there.
work, but it's the work we need to do, really. To
yeah. I was
just
thinking about picking up a minor in women's history too.
Hmm.
So,
No, it's
yeah.
great. I've loved what I've seen so far from some of the general education courses I've taken. You know,
Mhm.
I, and it is I got to give a PTSD warning to people out there. They do bring up topics like periods, and it's
Well,
frustrating. I hate to hear about it. I don't want to put a shock on anyone's face, but they do.
yeah,
that word just makes me mad. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I
It
get it.
really just,
I'm sorry for any triggering language with that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. To go on like more of a lighthearted topic here. You guys see a team of the NFL at first wasn't named is trying to ban the tush push, but it turns out it's the Packers. What are you guys' thoughts on
That's a
the
good
tush
Packers
push?
thing to do.
Yeah,
I, I don't hate the tush push. It's a good football play, and it's not like they're gonna drive down the whole field doing it. It's just like
No.
you
a
need
one
you need some
yard
short
gain.
yards, and you're guaranteed to get these short yards, and I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing much you could do about it. And I mean, like, I don't like the Packers either. So the fact that the Packers brought it up
Yeah.
just
Fuck the
makes me
Packers.
want
Yeah.
to have the tush push even more.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. When you brought up the original thought of someone banning the tush push, I thought of Chiefs right away because I'm like, I feel like if anyone really got fucked by it, it would be the Chiefs this year, just because that's immediately how they first got scored on in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
But it's it's been around longer than the Eagles. I think the Eagles just have run it the best. Like not much longer, but I think 2 years before Eagles started implementing it, the Colts did it with their backup QB, some like 260-pound QB. They put him in for a quick QB sneak, and I mean, if it's working, why
At the end of the day, it's just a good QB sneak, like a different.
Yep.
And it's fair because everybody can do it. Just they can't do it as
Yeah.
well as the Eagles. They got the players needed for that.
and
Yeah,
it's
you do need a good quarterback to execute a good tush push.
Yeah.
For
which
sure.
is probably why the Packers are fucking mad about it, because Jordan Love would roll his ankle mid tush push.
Jordan Love would start crying at the bottom of the
Yeah,
pit there.
Jordan Love is
Yeah.
not
Yeah, he
your
just gives
QB.
off a lot of like twink energy.
Yeah.
I picked him up on fantasy this year. This might have been the first issue on the Mazda team, was picking up
also
Jordan
did.
Love for fantasy.
He was
Starting
your
him,
QB?
he was. I started him week 1. I believe he got hurt week 1. So
I made that
Yeah.
same mistake.
yeah, I read the reports. Everyone's like, Jordan Love is gonna have a breakout year. He ended the year great last year, and lo and behold, he like twisted his ankle and pulled up mediocre number. I think he put up 5 points for a QB his first week.
Yep. And I believe in that league I finished 7th
Yeah.
place. So obviously it was just destined to fail ever since I picked him up.
Yeah,
For sure.
Jordan Love is a big stay away on the fantasy board.
Yeah. I
Yep.
picked up Patrick Mahomes, and nobody even talks about this. Patrick Mahomes, in terms of fantasy, did shite this year.
Yeah.
He did so bad.
Yeah, I picked him up in another league of mine. I still got first place, but I benched him most of the season for Jared Goff
Yeah.
because he just wasn't producing.
Yeah, I started benching for Jaden Daniels, obviously, which I actually got in the draft.
Oh.
I may add one more time because
Yeah, that's
draft right
well,
there.
I mean, in our league, I picked him off the waiver wire, so I was ecstatic to get that guy.
You were late to the hype. I didn't even know who he was, to be honest with you. It was like, I need a second quarterback. Jaden Daniels seems like a good guy.
Pick him up.
He was a great guy.
Yeah,
Well
he actually
deserving.
does seem like a pretty nice guy.
Yeah.
Not too cocky for a rookie.
Mhm.
He did really well.
Yeah, I mean, he did well deserving of the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
I know
Definitely.
Bo Nix's name was tossed in there. Bo Nix did not have a shot to Jaden Daniels, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
I would put Caleb Williams before Bo Nix, in my honest opinion.
Yeah,
it is crazy though how both of them, like last year, you think about the Broncos, you're like, okay, what? And then this year, you thought about the Broncos. It was a whole different game just because of these two star players.
yeah.
Same
Yep.
with the Commanders.
Like the Bears look like a Super Bowl team right now with Caleb Williams. Broncos, they look okay. They look better. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what Caleb Williams brings to the Bears squad instead.
A team that looked really bad this year was the Chargers. I mean, just Justin
Yeah,
Herbert, what a guy.
fucking the Chargers couldn't get anything going for them the entire year. I mean, they're on their last
the
legs. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know what the Chargers really have going. What are they gonna siphon Bears players? Is that their goal? I mean,
Exactly.
they're on their last legs. No surprise,
Yeah,
Chargers are gonna go nowhere.
They were like a big time make a wish team. They just beat up on a bunch of like horrible teams and still had a winning record and made the playoffs. But then as soon as they got in the playoffs, they're like first round exits.
Yeah,
Yeah, big dogs took them out.
they couldn't even make the
They
big
still
boy
have-
playoffs at that point. They're making the little boy games.
Yep.
You know,
Might
they're
just need to retire the team.
call them the pedophile team because they're playing with kids, and then once they play with an adult, they get fucked up.
Yep.
And you know what?
What team do you guys think is the most cooked in the NFL going into next season? I'd say the Raiders, personally. I think the Raiders are in the trenches.
I think if the Raiders get I think if they pick up, see, I'm a little biased. I don't think Shador is that good of a QB. I wouldn't want to see him get picked up, but I think if they pick up Cam Ward, they've got a shot if they develop him. I think they're gonna have to play him right away though, which is obviously risky with a rookie QB.
Are they gonna? They're gonna have to get some good receivers though too, because I don't.
Yeah.
Do they have any really good receivers?
No,
I don't think I could name a Raiders receiver.
they've got
to be honest.
Brock
They had
Bowers.
Devontae Adams, 2 years
Yeah.
ago? And then Brock Bowers, the tight end. Yeah, he did really well.
No, Devontae Adams was last year, wasn't it? Or am I tripping? No, no.
Oh, he got traded to the Jets mid-season.
Yeah. So it was
Oh,
straight
that
up
was
last year.
mid-season?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
last year. Devontae
Oh.
Adams,
So Devontae Adams. Oh, yeah.
which didn't help the
I
Jets
kind of
out
forgot
either.
about him. Yeah.
The Jets had
The
the
Jets
most
might
mid.
actually be one of the worst
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting rid of Aaron Rodgers at this point. Like they're
They
done with him.
glazed the Rodgers Adams like connection, and they did terrible together.
Yep.
They couldn't connect any. Like they got one pass, and they're like, "This is what the Packers was about." And like,
I mean,
it's
that
just-
connection and then the Garrett Wilson connection was supposed to be like they glazed it
Yeah.
when he was injured. Still, they're like, "Oh, it's a shame we
Yeah.
couldn't see this connection." And still, there was literally nothing throughout the entire season.
Nothing to work with. Yeah, the Jets, they did drop Aaron Rodgers, though, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
So
He does have he has
Yeah.
a chance to pull the Brett Favre move of going to the Vikings
Yeah.
and following the same career path.
Although, would he
Just the
start over
Vikings
JJ
monster.
McCarthy or Sam
Exactly.
Darnold?
That's true.
Well, is JJ McCarthy gonna be ready by week 1? We think, or
I think given the
I don't
time
know.
think he will
frame,
be.
yeah, I think they'll
Yeah.
get him within shape. It's really
I'm excited to see how well he does.
I mean, as a Vikings
This-
fan, do you think they're gonna put Sam Darnold in, or are they going McCarthy then?
I think they're gonna
Yeah.
use him to trade somewhere that needs him.
That's
Most likely.
I can-
Darnold?
Yeah.
That's a fair thought because I mean, there's
Mhm.
plenty of, I mean, teams out there that need a
QB
QB.
talent.
Like
Yeah.
Seahawks, they need a QB. Geno
Yeah.
Smith is he was okay as like the franchise backup and now playing,
Yep.
but he's not a solution for anything.
Mhm.
But Sam Darnold's proved that with a good team around him, he can actually like ball pretty hard.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
I mean, put him on
Jets
the Seahawks, he could play pretty
Yeah.
well.
or Seahawks DK
I think
Metcalf.
the Seahawks is like they're a good team. They just don't have the QB. Like they got
Yeah.
Metcalf, they got Smith, they've got
Smith and Jibba.
yeah Smith,
Yeah.
long last name. I mean that's the two I could think of, but there's more on the Seahawks lineup right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
that
for
the,
sure.
I think that then although the
Kenneth
Jets
Walker
are
the
good.
third. He's
Yeah.
the running back, right?
Yeah, he's good.
I believe. Yeah.
To be fair, the Jets do have. I thought if Garrett Wilson is performing, he's good. In my opinion, he didn't really perform well last year. Like he was very inconsistent. But I'm kind of
Yeah.
chopping
I
that
mean,
up
look
to
at
Aaron
his quarterback,
Rodgers.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think if you look at
That's
the
it. He
Rodgers
should
throws,
retire. That's
Mm.
what he should retire,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. There's not
He's-
much left going for him.
And I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna have a Tom Brady end of the season career. Like I don't think he's
One-
gonna go off on
Yeah,
any
definitely
team.
not.
Once he got put out the week 1 first like drive of the game, he should have just been
Yep.
done.
Yeah,
Just
that would have been a
carted
good
it
sign.
out of the. Yeah. That was a sign to stop.
It would have been better
But
of a what could have been than what did actually happen.
Yeah, exactly. Career-ending injury. That's all he could have claimed and just moved on.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
another sport, basketball. We got March Madness up in a little less than a month now. Thoughts from you guys? Any on that?
You know, I'm pretty excited personally. March Madness,
Mhm.
I've never been a huge basketball fan. Obviously, with my taste in the NBA being I hate it entirely. But NCAA basketball, I could get behind. I actually enjoy. So March might be one of my favorite times of the year just with that going on. Like there's always a game being
Yeah.
played. I'm excited to see. I don't know much about the rankings to be honest. I've kind of just pulled up the bracket to the side here just to like glance over. But I mean, I'm excited to see how this plays out. I'm excited to make a bracket. I'll make a couple for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely one
I'm
of the
definitely
highlights of
gonna
the
go.
tournament, making all the brackets.
Yeah.
Watching all
I
of them
think
get
last
fucked
year
up.
my first like 9 picks were all correct, but then I just fell apart after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 9 picks in a row is pretty damn impressive still by itself. I mean,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I make it past the first round or round of 64. Is that what it is? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm lucky if I make it past that without one wrong
Yeah.
or without like probably 5 wrong picks.
Do you guys think somebody will get a perfect bracket in our lifetime?
It's down. It's
Has it?
due. It's due.
I think it'll happen.
Has
to
it
be
happened
honest.
before?
I don't,
I don't think it's ever happened. I might be wrong, but I don't think it's ever happened.
I'm gonna go to our.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have a writer room. Can you guys look up if a perfect bracket has been hit?
Yeah, I mean, with the odds, it's a lot. It's a crazy odd to get it perfect, but the
Oh.
amount of people that make several brackets.
I'm just looking
Yeah.
at the screen they pulled it up on. It says no, according to two sources. Two sources. To be fair,
Yeah.
I mean, the odds you make it past the round of 64 is already
Yeah.
incredibly low, and then it just gets lower and low. Like I think it's due to happen at one of these points. Like it's
For sure.
really one lucky
Especially
guess.
with like everybody can make like if everybody makes 10 brackets, like
Yeah.
come on, the world it has to happen before our lifetime for sure.
Yeah.
You guys rooting for anybody in specific or just kind of watching for the fun?
Well, for me personally, since I'm at Iowa and Iowa's basketball team sucks, I don't think I'm ever gonna cheer for the basketball team here. I'm indifferent to Michigan State most of the years because that's where my mom went, and they're usually pretty decent at basketball. They'll get far enough to like where you can enjoy it, like where the games are a lot more intense.
Yeah.
That and Illinois, I like watching both Michigan State and Illinois play.
You can't really go to a game in person then, could you, Tommy? Because they don't play at your place, do they?
Iowa or the
Iowa, yeah. Because your team doesn't play, they don't use your stadium, do they?
There is a stadium like on campus. It is like it's past it's farther than the football field, so it's more of a walk if you're walking there. It's doable to get there for sure. You could get there walking, but it's I don't know, it's very inconvenient to get to, so I haven't really gone to most games. Especially when it's cold out, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously I just want Illinois to do well, although they're on a rough streak right now. They've lost a lot of games recently. I think they just lost to Duke by like 45, so that's not a good look for them.
Yeah, I think they're projected from what I'm looking on the bracket.
They did well last year.
Yeah, they did pretty deep. I think they made it. How far did they make it? The 16?
I think they made it. I think they made it to Elite 8 last year.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Elite 8 or you know what? Because they were ranked pretty high last year too, or like decently high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm excited to see. I'm typically cheering for Michigan State in these. I'm shocked Florida is ranked as high as they are. I didn't think Florida had that good of a team this year, and you know that just shows how little I've watched some of the games. But
yeah,
I feel like the one's crazy. Like I could see them at maybe a 2-3.
Does PrizePicks let you bet on college basketball?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Have you? PrizePicks they just lowered their thing to $1.
Illinois made it to the Elite 8 last year. That is pretty big. Because I'm finally out of my PrizePicks promo dollars.
Yeah.
And they're not giving me any more promos, and I don't want to start losing big. Because I lost a lot on the Super Bowl, so I'm just trying to climb myself back out of the financial pit that I put myself in.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I had big losses in the Super Bowl as well. I think I talked about it on one of our episodes, but I'm betting $40 on heads next year. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, kind of seemed like a kind of slap in the face that they did it right after the football season ended. Like, really?
Yeah.
But that's fair. At least we got it right. We got $1. PrizePicks. Thank the Lord. Thinking about it, we actually.
Although I think when I turn 18, I turn 18, I'm probably gonna start using Sleeper.
I've heard things of Sleeper.
I
haven't downloaded Sleeper yet, but I think I should give it a try. Maybe it's allowed. Iowa for some reason bans PrizePicks, so I can't even really use it to its full potential. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought something about Iowa laws that they don't let you do it.
Yeah, usually Iowa's closely connected to Illinois laws too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're usually hand in hand, pretty close. But
it's interesting.
No, it's interesting to see.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is just I'm looking at the conference breakdown of this. I think it's no surprise SEC's like dominating it. I feel like the Big Ten is a lot better than they used to be though. I feel like there's usually not a lot of Big Ten teams you think of when basketball's playing. I feel like there's like a decent 4. Like I always like Purdue was good last year because they had what was the tall dude? I'm blanking on his name.
Zach Edey.
Yeah, him. I think he carried Purdue so heavily last year.
Yeah. Well, now he's on my ban list for PrizePicks because he never hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, my brother is terrible at basketball betting.
Basketball is so. I think I've seen people that do all the research to it and then still miss every pick possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's terribly hard, I think, to predict the game predict a player to have the game they need. Speaking of that,
I don't know if it's Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was gonna just shout out the Luka Doncic game. Him versus the Mavs again after being on the Lakers,
Oh yeah.
pulling the triple double against his old team.
Mhm.
That and just staring down the bench after hitting the three was actually just an insane shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You know
glad they're
what
doing
we
so well. I'd like to see LeBron go far.
No one deserves it more.
well yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Gavin.
Fuck Canada.
You know what?
Because that was on our
Amen.
last one. That one kind of got cut.
Yeah, it
It's
got
been a
cut.
while for
Let
sure.
me bring this back in.
Yeah.
So this is the Nations Cup game, Contenders Cup, episode 6. My volume didn't work, and I didn't really get to prove my point here. 6.1, it's working. I'm gonna speak my mind. Fucking, what a game that was when U.S. Canada versus in championship. I mean, it's always gonna be a good game when you have those two teams going together at hockey, just versing. So I mean,
Mhm.
that U.S. beat them in the round robin, and that was a good game as well. I mean, the 3 fights that happened, just elite, and just the entire game in general. Like every goal was good. It was a high intensity game. The championship, it's in the script that they had to go to OT in that game. Like it had to have happened. I mean,
Mm.
just back and forth. U.S. just only had like greasy up front goals, like nothing special, but like just up front, rough, like fighting for the puck and just putting it in. Canada's goals, I mean, I think it was McKinnon, just absolute snipe from the blue line. Great shot, that was good. I can't remember the other two. I'm sure they were good as well. Brady Kachuk scored the one that I'm thinking of for the U.S. That was just a good goal. But fucking how Connor McDavid, best player in the NHL, he's like by far right now best player. How does the U.S. like? I get the system they run is ideally like Austin Matthews, who was covering McDavid in the slot here, like is meant to follow the puck along the wall, and the defense is supposed to get him. But I think you just got to realize like you're leaving the best player in NHL wide open in the slot. No shit, the puck goes to him, and no shit when he's that wide open. Even when you have the best goalie right now on your team, it's gonna go in every time. But you know what? I could go on this for a while. I agree with Gavin. Fuck Canada. Although it was a good game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really ruined a weekend there. That ruined a
Yeah.
whole weekend for me for sure.
I know I
It was
mentioned it. I was wearing a USA jersey, and going out in a
yeah.
USA jersey after just felt defeating. It's just.
I got so mad. I went out and door dashed at
Mhm.
whenever the game ended. Was that like 10 p.m., 9:30 p.m.? Just
And you know what? Speaking of DoorDash, and you're becoming a valuable dasher right now, Gavin. How's that going?
I'm chipping at it. I need. It's nice to get that extra money weekly because from NCG we get paid bi-weekly, of course. So the funds start running a little low, like a weekend, getting like low hours, no good movies out. So that DoorDash paycheck's kind of helpful. And there's people that say like gas and everything. Like, really, it's a profit at the end of the day, a big profit, I'd say, because gas does cost a lot, but you're not driving from like 5 miles to 5 miles. Like you're kind of in one area. It's pretty nice. I mean, I know Tommy, you've done a couple Door Dashes in the
Yeah.
past.
Uh.
Definitely not recently, but
No. I did it one time for maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour. Uh.
yeah,
What I figured out at Iowa, you got to be on a bike. Because I ended up in like the Coralville area that's nearby Iowa City, and I just was driving like too far, and it was taking too long. Like at that point, where if I could just be on a bike and be in the city, where I could just drive like literally DoorDash on a bike, I think it'd be
yeah.
10 times easier than it was.
Do you have a bike up and out or no?
No, I've become accustomed to walking everywhere, which I actually enjoy walking, so I
Yeah,
don't mind
walking's
it.
not that terrible.
I haven't like I could go out and get a bike, or I think I have a bike at home if I wanted to bring it up, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I prefer not to.
that's
I
fair.
prefer walking most places, and I don't
Yeah.
know. It just seems easier sometimes.
Do you know who probably rides a bike everywhere? Mr. Frantz. He probably just likes how it feels up his rear. I'm not gonna lie. He is that guy. I've never met somebody so more aggravating than that guy. He has a class full of seniors, and he thinks he's some almighty god. Like, bro, you got an education degree. You're nothing special. You're teaching civics class. Mattson has like another civics teacher, so he doesn't directly talk to him, but he knows the stories. This dude is a
Yeah,
raging.
I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah, he's
I
a
mean, I
raging.
heard he was like he was a chill guy first semester, and then like all of a sudden he just like flipped a switch, and now he's just like a
Yeah,
tyrant and like a dick. I don't know.
it's
I'm kind of glad I
ridiculous.
don't have him.
Guest two, Logan Weaver. He got a referral from him, and I mean, you two know Logan Weaver, the most innocent,
Yeah.
kind guy on the planet Earth. Like this guy can
There's
go actually fuck himself.
there's a reason he's called the Golden Boy of NCG. I mean, just
Like there
Yeah.
seriously is a reason. I mean, he's
Well,
just like
he didn't.
what a cock. God, I could go off for days. This guy, he pisses me off to no end, and he's like, "Yeah, I have the most referrals written semester 2 for AirPods." Like, bro,
congrats.
you know, find the nearest semi truck and have him run you over. I don't care. I mean,
and
just end it.
It's not crazy to say that. It really isn't.
No. You know what's even crazier
No.
though? I will mention my brother got a referral from a student teacher. Didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't even know they
A
had the
student-
power.
What was the referral for?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
He threw a paper airplane and it hit one of like the tweakers.
So
That's
maybe
funny,
reasonable,
but-
but
Yeah, I mean, like, but with the odds of how much tweakers are in Yorkville, it's bound to hit one. I mean, that's
yeah,
just
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
The
rolling the
logistics.
dice. Like
yeah,
it's like what 1 and 2, 1 and 2. It's gonna hit.
yeah,
It seems like. But
yeah.
I've thrown many a paper airplanes in my day. I mean, that's never happened to me. So I just feel like the justice system's broken in the Yorkville School District.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess also, yeah, my brother's very different than me. I guess he was also like going to Chipotle during Access every day. He hasn't had off campus one time this year, and they finally got him. I guess I got to go pick him up from a double detention tomorrow. Some shit, I don't know. But kind of going off Yorkville, what are your thoughts on Yorkville, Mattson? Like it, dislike it, kind of whatever with it?
I mean, I definitely don't hate it, and I feel like there are worse places I could go.
Mhm.
We have a good spread of people. And I mean, like you don't really interact with all the tweakers that much unless you're like
Mhm.
forced to be like near them. So luckily,
Yeah.
you can just watch them and observe from afar. But
Yeah.
I mean, we
Or
just
give him a shout out
waste
your
a whole lot of
podcast.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The time management of Yorkville is definitely one of their flaws.
Yeah.
It's not great by any, and their phone policy, which, as much as we hate it, it seems like all schools are kind of going down that lane for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though I think studies show like it doesn't even help. Tommy, do you use
Yeah,
your
'cause,
phone in
like-
class much in college, or
I mean, obviously, I'm allowed to have my phone. I mean, there's no one's taking
yeah,
my phone
that's
away.
obvious.
Yeah.
It depends on the class. I mean, there's some classes that are just generally boring, so I'll be on my phone sometimes. But I feel like most of the time, like when you're there, you're not. No one's attached to their phone ever. Like
Mhm.
I don't know. I think the reason why people are ever attached to their phone in high school is just genuinely because they could give less of a shit about what they're doing in that class. Which makes, I mean,
Sure.
to be fair, if I'm in an English class, why should I give a shit? Like if I'm gonna
Exactly.
just let me pass the class in peace, and don't don't yell at me about it. Speaking of it, I forget the teacher, but one of my English teachers, I mean, just constantly, would always be on my ass about something, no matter what I would do. I mean,
Girl or a guy,
it was a girl.
Miss
I-
Gooding.
Oh, fancy that.
Yeah.
That's probably right on the money. It just, I could be doing literally anything. If I'm slightly off of listening, I'm getting talked to about it when I was there. I mean, it's just all the dumb stuff. Like, for example,
Yeah.
we're doing a project about poetry. Like, I'm supposed to read a poem and figure out what's the real meaning.
Yeah.
I fucking Google it and I get shit for She's like, I said, don't Google it. You're ruining the fun. I could give less of a shit about the
Fun.
fun. I don't.
Yeah.
Fucking tell me what the poem means. I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah, Miss Gooding was definitely interesting. We had a blended class, and like literally, like the first week she was back from her maternity leave, she's like, "I hate blending. I think blending's stupid." Oh, thank you.
thank you
Why
for
are you
teaching
teaching a blended
Yeah.
class? Yes, exactly. I know a teacher Mattson heavily dislikes. I don't know if you want to really talk about it. Mr. Bola.
Mr. Bola. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. He was just like he's a massive like cuck. He just loves to just give me horrible grades on like a film class. Like it's not that serious. And I just did not care for any of the movies that they showed us. They were all
They
just
were
horrible
terrible.
films.
They
Like,
were terrible.
yeah,
Maybe one good
I think The
film out of
Artist
all.
might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Uh,
It sounds
but every
terrible.
time before we watched the movie, they would always be like, "This is the greatest movie of this genre of all time," and then it
Yeah,
would just be like the worst piece of media I've ever experienced, and
yeah.
it just didn't contribute to the overall
The
vibes of the
uncomfortable
class.
LGIR seats I'm at. I low-key would rather sit in the
Yeah,
classroom. Those LGIR seats suck.
Yeah.
Just
and then he would yell at me for falling asleep in the dark theater to a movie I don't care about.
yeah.
Just a
Yeah,
horrible guy.
he's definitely one of those teachers that is really nice to your face, but really hits you from the behind. Grade
Yep.
wise for sure. Mattson, it seems like he is
Ye-
a little more upfront to you because I mean, I don't know if you want to kind of talk about the senior project story.
So I went to go watch one of our good friends' senior projects, and while I was the one before him went a little late, and so Alexander told me I could only be there for the certain time of the project, but because the one before him went late, I was there for like an additional 10, 15 minutes, and like right as the project was done, I checked the time and I was like, wow, he's gonna kill me. And right as I say that, he walks into the LGI, he ditches the class, walks down to the LGIR just to find me, and then he like grabs me and tells me that I need to come back to class right now. And I was apologizing. I was like, sorry, the guy before him went a little late. But then he's like, no, I think you're lying to me. Actually, I was like, fuck you, dude. Like you're just annoying overall. And like we had to
Yeah,
write a paper, and the average grade in the class was a 64 on this paper, and it was about a film.
yeah,
Like,
it was a stupid paper. He's
yeah,
like he said it was like more of a routine writing, like one of those. Like it's not even an essay, and then grades it like it's an actual essay.
Yeah.
I would like to point
It's-
out the first day of the class, he said there would be no papers or writing assignments, and then he just
He did say that.
puts this on us and
Yeah,
then just absolutely shits on everyone for their grade.
yeah, it's.
So I ended up with a B in a film class somehow, which that's just crazy to me.
I also
But
ended with a B. I had a 95 all the way up to the last week of the semester,
yeah,
and
I
then
had a
just
similar
pummeled.
experience.
And you know what? I think the crazy thing about that is, correct me if I'm wrong, that's not even like, that's just like a general Yorkville course. So that's just how he's grading it, right? There's no like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no outside thing he's got to follow for that class. Like he's just generally got to teach
it's
whatever their
Yorkville's curriculum.
curriculum is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's just,
you know,
he's choosing to fuck up everyone's grade on that or fuck people over
yeah,
basically.
mhm.
for
And he
sure.
just goons over these terrible movies.
Yeah. And you know
Yeah,
what? That might be a theme with every like critically good movie. Is just how dog shit they
Mhm.
are at the end of the day.
Yep.
yeah.
Fuck.
Did you take film Yorkville,
I
Tommy?
I did not. I had a feeling with the word film, it's gonna be some dog shit movie that Cars 2 beats
Yeah,
every day of the week.
film
So
in college, by chance?
no, I think that I don't know. That's 50-50. I've thought about
Yeah.
doing it. I've known some people that have done
Tommy
film
and or
classes.
not Tommy, Ryan and Jimmy both did one.
I've heard good. I've heard positive and negatives. I've heard some
Yeah,
movies you actually get to watch are genuinely good, but then again, you get those really shit movies that like are said
unbearable.
that they're good or like they're basically just a poem in movies. Like you know what? There's like you get handed this piece of shit movie and they're like, what's the deeper meaning?
Exactly.
And then again, I'm gonna
Yep.
look it up just because like fuck you, there is no deeper meaning. You made it up. That's
And at the end of the day, being forced to watch anything, you're just gonna
oh
dislike it
yeah.
a lot more.
Hmm.
So
I mean, you can
yes,
never force me to watch. You probably couldn't force me to watch a 20-minute video, but if I have enough interest, I'll watch a 3-hour documentary about Joshua World of T-Shirts' downfall.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
I mean, I think that just shows how stupid some of these fucking classes are.
Yep.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I think that was enough talking. I think we're gonna take a little break here and get back into drafts. We got some good ones coming up, so we'll take a little break here.
All right, welcome back. We're done with the break. We're on to our top 5 and top 3 drafts. Gavin, you want to give us the first category we got going here?
Of course, we have some good ones today. Our first one is top 5 restaurants. Sit down, say maybe like average price 20 plus, kind of like meals. I mean,
You know, two guys in a
yeah,
dream kind of thing.
two guys in a
Mhm.
dream. Mhm. And then Mattson is the guest. You get the first pick.
Okay. For my first pick, I'll probably take Chili's. There's just so much versatility there. You can get whatever you want.
I don't mind it.
Fairly affordable too.
Ch-
Really affordable.
Chili's
Yeah.
was on my list. I mean, I'm crossing it off right now as we speak. But now that it's my turn, it's on my list. I'm gonna take it. I'm taking Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
There
that's
goes
a
my
good
first two.
Yeah, elite.
Um,
Elite bun. I think the buns almost just carry Texas Roadhouse, but underrated. Their steak is good.
yeah,
Genuinely, really good steak. Surprising.
that really throws me in for a shock here.
Is you're climbing an uphill battle right now. I mean, you do get the 1 and 2,
Yeah.
but still.
Of course, I didn't write down a list because I was too cocky and thought I could do this off the top of the head, and now I'm sitting here
I mean,
drowning.
Chili's and Texas Roadhouse were the top two.
Super good, yeah. I'm thinking of, bro. People are gonna think it's lame, but Red Robin.
Red Robin
It-
was on my. Red Robin was actual my two. So I giving you
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick.
And then you
And
also get the 2. Yeah.
oh, I also get the 2. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Give me Longhorn Steakhouse.
Fuck.
I could have held that probably.
No, you
but
couldn't
dude,
have. It was on mine.
Oh,
I
but
had it
that's
lower on mine.
Longhorn was gonna be on mine. Longhorn was gonna be actually my next take. Fuck, you throw my
yeah,
list. 'Cause
underrated for sure.
really underrated. You've thrown me for a loop now because now I've got 2 on here that I could hold till 5 if I need. 5 and 4 I could keep
Yeah.
these. So, but this is as far as my list went. So now I'm stuck thinking of restaurants.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I'm just thinking like you go out. Do I take it personal? Do I take it close? I'm gonna take it close to Yorkville. It's a Yorkville restaurant. Give me Mike and Denise's.
2 people in a dream, really.
Yeah, 2 people and a dream.
Mm-hmm. And Mattson for your 2.
All right. I don't know if you know what this is. It's called Texas de Brazil. It's a Brazilian steakhouse where you just like,
Sounds.
and they
good.
got like they just bring around like big ass cuts of meat to your table, and so
Yeah.
I go there like once or twice a year. It's a good place.
What was it called again?
Texas de Brazil.
Oh, there's a space there. Yeah. It sounds. I don't think I've ever had it, but it sounds good. And then you also get the 3. So you.
Ooh. Okay. I might just take it so that you guys don't take it, but I'll go with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh. Although that
It's a
sparked
good
one for
sports
me.
bar.
That sparked one exactly for me.
I don't know if
Really?
B-Dubs is a restaurant tongue, but you could get them.
I'm B-Dubs is sit down like your sports bar
Yeah,
restaurant.
you sit down. You sit down. You get a
Is
menu.
it?
I
Sit
go
down.
that's
Yeah,
good.
B-Dubs is a restaurant. And I mean, if we're counting B-Dubs, I think ultimately, I think Wingstop should count itself too as well.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, because no, those are just like they're places that really aren't drive-through. Like you're either sit down or you're ordering
Yeah.
out. So I didn't even think of Wingstop. So I'm glad the B-Dubs came up. That was a good reminder. And then Gavin,
I'll
you
take
got
I'll take Olive Garden. I mean,
good pick.
Oh, that's a good
they're
pick.
they're
I didn't think of that.
I know you just
That's
looked that
good.
up, didn't you?
no, I genuinely didn't. That was just in my head. It's a little overrated to be honest. I just really like the breadsticks.
Yeah, I think most of the rest of the menu is overrated, but Olive Garden itself is really good.
Hmm.
and like I don't know, it's kind of lame, but I'll take Cheesecake Factory. I mean, Cheesecake Factory is really good
I
food.
mean, it's
it's
another
not
good
bad.
pick. Oh, damn. I'm on the 4 now. Yeah, I mean, if I'm keeping 100, I'm looking up restaurants right now because I know I could save my last pick for the 5.
Yeah, I was scrolling around Yelp and I just finding like 2 mans in a dream restaurants.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's becoming more popular just to have a 2-man and dream.
Yeah, especially in Yorkville. I feel like we have a lot of small
There are a lot of those.
restaurants here
Oh, and I'm getting like
Are they?
Iowa
Okay.
specific ones, like
that you've never been to.
yeah, that have never been new.
Mm.
Man, it's tough. You know what? All right, fine. I'll fucking take it. Give me Rosati's. Kind of Illinois. I don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
I like I think Rosati's is underrated. It is. I mean,
Yeah.
it does the job. It's nothing special of a restaurant. It's definitely spelled
Yeah.
wrong there, but
Yeah.
I do like pepperoni under the cheese for my pizza.
It's
which
a
was
shout. Not enough places do it. It's like
fun.
a secret menu trick, really. I mean, it's better.
Yeah. And then your four,
Okay.
Mattson.
While we're talking pizza, I think I'm gonna go Lou Malnati's.
I don't mind the pick.
And then for my last one, I'll go local, Legends Bar and Grill here in Yorkville. Wednesdays are 99-cent wing nights.
I
Love to
like the
see it.
pick. I do like the pick.
You know what's crazy? I've never been there.
It's a
Really?
good bar. It's a good like sports bar or restaurant to go to.
Yeah, their wings are
Legends.
huge. Great
Yeah.
What's
place.
that near?
It's
It's right by the Lakeview.
it's near Jimmy John's.
Yeah, it's like
Like-
next to Jimmy.
Oh, it's the one on the right of Jimmy John's.
Yeah,
And then Lakeside is the left, right? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your 5 time.
And with this, you guys just let me win the list right now. Give me Rainforest Cafe.
I've only been to one Rainforest Cafe before,
Was
and
it
it took
Florida?
like forever to get the food out. But I mean, I can't just let one experience define my whole thing.
You got to think though, like you go in there and you just see an aquarium. You hear the
Yeah.
thunder roaring and the monkey hollowing in
Yeah.
the background.
It's really the idea
Volcano
of it
exploding.
that it brings it
The,
together.
the tiger starts roaring and you're just like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
Gets you
My
in the mood.
5, it's I think bankrupt. You know, that's how good it is. Give me Red Lobster.
I knew as soon as you said bankrupt what you went.
Yeah. Their biscuits were so good.
Red Lobster
biscuits
is
are
a
really
great
good.
shout.
It's sad to see they went out of business for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? I think the endless shrimp did it to him. There, you know, it
Yeah.
really wasn't endless
Yeah.
for him.
I think fish is too expensive to do
Yeah,
stuff like how
it's-
they did it.
Definitely not in their market. But here is the final list of the top 5 restaurants.
Surprised nobody took the Golden Corral.
Yeah, I think real surprised by that.
It was my
Good
sixth.
breakfast spot.
You know, no, I'm surprised. You know, no breakfast spot went at all. Not even a Denny's.
I had a breakfast spot on mine.
Was it the good old Oh, what is the name of the spot? I'm blanking.
Sunfields.
No, not Sunfields would be my breakfast spot that I thought of though. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was thinking of
Is it shitty or good?
shitty. We went there. for
IHOP or Denny's
Is it
or
Southern Belle?
Waffle House.
Waffle House. Sorry,
Yeah.
great Waffle House.
Oh yeah, Waffle House.
You never know what
I
you're
actually
gonna
told them about how there was a security guard at our Waffle House that we went to in Florida.
get. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's how serious they took it. Clearly,
But
he
Every
wasn't
time
doing
in the
much.
South, I still find myself at a Waffle House every time.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
Yeah, clearly he wasn't doing much. For our next top 5, we're gonna be doing favorite football players. This is personal like connection, their aura, their vibe, not really skill, and it's all time. Just to kind of clarify some.
And then starting with me, right?
Yep.
All time skill. I've got a list here. I feel like I'm leaning between like 3 names right now. They're all really good. They're all favorites. I'm gonna go with personal connection to Iowa. Give me George Kittle. I do have a jersey. It's I don't think I could let him drop.
Yeah.
Just great
Really good
Great.
blocker, really good catcher.
Mhm.
and just I mean overall a good guy.
Yeah, and a good guy.
I'm thinking of
Yeah.
everything here.
You know, his twin here. I'm gonna go TJ Hawkinson. I don't know what it is about the guy. I just like him. Like
It,
TJ.
it might be the Vikings a little bit as well.
Yeah, for sure.
For me right now, my favorite player is Jahmyr Gibbs. I had him on my fantasy team, and he's just like, he's a dog. I love Jahmyr
His
Gibbs.
TikTok account too.
Yeah.
Gotta keep that in mind.
That just great guy. You can't really hate him to be fair.
No?
No.
And then you also
And
get
then
the
I
two.
Yeah, I got the second. Second pick. I'll go Devin Hester. One of the greatest Bears of all time.
I think you spelled that right. All right, Gavin, you got the 2.
My 2. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase. I like to see that guy succeed. He did really good for my fantasy team.
I don't mind
Like,
the pick.
and he does so well. He's always getting a double guarded, like all the time.
Yep.
And he's still doing incredible.
And then for my 2, well, really, I got 2 and 3, so the order of these don't matter. It's just I'm picking them. I think I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Saquon Barkley off the board.
I had him on my board.
I liked him on the Giants a lot, and just seeing him on the Eagles made me like him like 10 times more.
Although he is an Eagles player.
Yeah, you got to keep the Eagles in mind. But I mean, if he's gonna win a Super Bowl, he deserves if him being an Eagles player means he's winning a Super Bowl, I'm gonna let that happen.
That's fair.
Mhm.
And then, you know what? He's not the smartest guy. Some would say he's actually probably the dumbest. I'm gonna take Gronk. I just enjoy watching him. He's not. He doesn't really like. He spends millions on a party, and I fuck with that. He's a poor life choices, just fueled by money.
I'm gonna take the biggest chiller quarterback, the toughest guy on the planet Earth.
Fuck.
Right from Illinois. Give me Kirk Cousins.
I actually did not have him on my board, but that's a good pick.
I didn't know I see where you figured out he's from Illinois now. Just need to be on the list.
Mm-hmm. For my next pick, I'll probably go with DeAndre Hopkins. Prime DeAndre Hopkins was a force to be reckoned with. One of the greatest receivers ever.
Yeah, I knew I spelled DeAndre wrong. I don't know how to fucking spell DeAndre.
Probably an A. DeAndre.
There we go.
I think there's like a hyphen in there somewhere or some shit like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like a hyphen here. We'll toss it in. I don't know. That's close enough. All right, Gavin, you're on the 4. Or no, sorry, Mattson, you got the 4 as well. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think this far. I'll take Josh Allen.
I like it.
He's a
great
cool
player. Plays the game right.
Honest football.
Yep.
Just like my boy Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the most revolutionary, great guy on the planet Earth, Antonio Brown.
Not on my list, but good pick.
Yeah, his Kanye Jr. We should call him. I mean, he's just truly the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for my 4 and 5. I've got 2 QBs on my list. I'm debating which one to take here. I feel like I should take one.
Bro deserves it.
What?
Bro deserves it. I know he's on your list.
Are you talking about Joe Flacco?
Okay.
Yeah, I hate to take this guy. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm taking Joe Burrow over him.
That's a good pick.
I like Joe Burrow. And then my 5, I think no surprise here. Gavin was speaking revolutionary. This guy's a revolutionary player. Give me Cooper DeJean. Revolutionizes the game. He's our Jackie Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
What was the QB? Well, I mean, after you go.
I definitely thought you were gonna take OBJ there.
I did OBJ. I thought of. I probably should have taken him, but
let me think here. I want a really good last one. Getting through the players here. I'm thinking of fantasy. You know what? Give me oh shit, why am I blanking on his name? Really good or was a really good kicker for the Dallas Cowboys. Goated guy. Nope, give me Young Goku.
Oh.
From the Falcons.
Yep.
That guy is another beast.
I like the pick.
What's the other guy's name?
Yeah, I can't remember who you're thinking of.
He was really good. He did pretty good last season.
I thought you were talking about Justin Tucker for a second.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's why I was a little
Feminism
concerned.
rise.
Fight the power. There we go. And then
All right,
Mattson,
for
your
my
final
last
five.
pick. My last pick, I'm gonna go with Cam Chancellor. I'm a Seahawks fan, and Legion of Boom. It was just
Yeah.
something else.
Oh, that's fucking.
Cam Chancellor.
Yeah, there we go.
It's Brendan Aubrey, by the way. That's
Oh,
the KJ.
Oh.
He's
He does have some more.
although. Yeah, I bet my brother he didn't miss a field goal the entire season. I was like, if Brendan Aubrey misses, I'll give you $10, and he missed.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess that deserves falling off the list.
Ed Koo pops in to
Yeah,
keep the ball.
Koo's aura kind of takes over on the list a little bit.
Mhm.
But there is the final list. And then, Gavin, what was it? It's another top five, right?
Yep, top 5 brain rot.
It's going to be good.
Also on episode 6.
6.1. Still on YouTube. Not on anything else because
Mhm.
of the poor audio. We'll probably get a redo of that one at some point.
Yeah.
And then, Gavin, you're starting off this one.
All right, I'll take low taper fade. Longest
ah.
lasting meme there is. And then
Mattson, you're on the one.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about this one a whole lot. I like John Pork. Give me John Pork.
Who doesn't like John Pork? I like it.
Mhm.
I like the pick. For my one. Sorry, I'm looking at my list here. I'm looking at my list. I don't think I leave it off the board. I took it in this cut episode. I'm gonna take it now. Give me Hawk Tua.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And now here's where the decisions come up. Because Hawk Tua is off the board. You know what? I count it as brain rot. I'm gonna take LeBron James edits.
That's a good
definitely
pick.
brain rots.
Like, the unexpected. Like, it's just a normal. It's
Yeah,
yeah. It's some like Grey's Anatomy episodes, season whatever, episode what, and then all of a sudden they say 6-7 in it, and boom, it cuts to LeBron James dunking. I mean,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah,
elite.
fire.
And then Mattson, back to you.
I'm gonna take the Rizzler with my 2.
Good pick.
I don't know if that falls underneath the Costco guys.
No, I count them separate. I count them separate.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rizzler and Kelsey.
I want just the Rizzler.
And then Gavin, you're on 2 and 3.
It's kind of niche one. It wasn't long lasted, but I really enjoyed it. The Drewski Goofy Dance.
I enjoy it.
It was a good one.
With I'm include like that song that's in the background of everyone. I don't know
Yeah,
the song,
oh,
but
yeah.
that's there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. And then you're on the 3.
Man, there's. You know what? Give me Nick A30.
You know what? I like
Ooh.
it.
That's a sleeper. Yeah.
Is it E? It's probably E, isn't it? Yeah, Nick A. Oh my God! It autocorrects.
Not the other way. So, yeah, he's a man of the sun.
All right. For my next pick, I'm gonna go with like the Family Guy clips with like Subway Surfers on the bottom, just so I stay stimulated and engaged with the video.
Mhm.
I like it. It's
Yeah,
really
cool,
like
that's
how are you expecting me to watch something if there's no Subway Surfers at the bottom of it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a town hall meeting. I had to whip out the Subway Surfers just to stay connected yesterday for sure.
Man, and then my 2 and 3 here. For my 3, I'm gonna take World of T-shirts.
Okay.
Just inspirational guy. What doesn't he do at this point? Now it's a
When
lot
it's on
tougher.
Prize in the bag.
That's the one thing he doesn't. He's not an expert on that.
Yeah.
For my 3 or for my 4 though, now it's getting a little tricky. It's a little tough. I think, you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed the meme. I know a lot of people didn't. Give me Chop Chin.
Oh, I completely forgot about that one.
Drop chin's a good one.
Okay.
Is it yeah, Matt's with the 4, right?
I don't know if this one counts, but it's the one where the lady's like, "Can you bless me with something money wise?"
Oh, yep.
And then the dude is like, "Can you suck it?" Timeless.
That's
Love that one.
that's a good one. I love that one. That 100% counts.
You know, I don't know if this one was big enough, but I really enjoyed the little time that was there. It was the millennial core of all the millennial videos.
It's
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, those were
Made me shed some
those.
tears.
Yeah, I mean,
They were
just
heartwarming. I mean, it just emotional. Everything you needed.
yeah, they truly were. And then I'm gonna take for my number 5, uh, friggin' packet yo, because every meme that is recreated is because of that brain rot right there.
Yep.
The recreation of friggin' packet.
And I believe that's a double take. I think you took that on the episode 6 as well. You're
Yeah,
a fan of it.
it's revolutionary. You know how much
Mhm.
remakes there are now because of the
Started a
friggin'
whole
packet
trend.
yo.
Yep.
Mhm.
Plenty.
Influential. For my last pick, I don't know how I let it fall this far, but artists who can sing versus artists who can't sing.
Good one.
Brand new. I love it.
Josh Block can sing. Turns
Yep.
out.
I thoroughly enjoy them. They're really good.
Mhm.
And then to finish off my list, I mean, I'm just thinking of some good ones here. There's a lot. I mean, it's really come and go with most brain rot.
There is a lot.
There's a lot to go with. I think I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna keep one of the longest lasting ones. I'm gonna go looks maxing.
Okay,
Just
that's
elite
good.
trend.
Staple.
Yeah.
And there is the top 5 brain rots.
I had a lot running through my mind.
It's really
Yeah.
they all hit you. It's like when you forget a name and then every name comes
Yeah.
up. It's an
There's like queso as a whole,
yeah,
drip
like
and cheese,
I
prime.
forgot about that guy.
so much.
Yeah, so much brain rot. It's fantastic. And then for our next, we're gonna be doing top 3, and we're gonna be doing top 3 smells. But our last smell has to be a little on the some will say funny side.
Some unorthodox.
Yeah. And then I believe it's back at Mattson beginning, and this is not a snake draft as usual.
All right. For my number 1, when you wake up and you just smell like bacon and eggs cooking, breakfast,
That's good.
Preach.
something like that.
I'm gonna specify morning in that too, because I mean you need the morning
Yeah.
to really understand it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, what else do you want to wake up to? That's just the greatest smell.
Yep.
Gavin, for your one.
I got hate from it from a lot of our viewers. They crucified me almost one time for saying this. Give me campfire, the bonfire.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Give me the bonfire. Like, bro, the smell of burning wood, you just can't beat it.
Unfucking
It
believable.
depends on the
Because
wood.
that was
I
my
don't know.
one, and now I'm sitting here not knowing what to take because you took campfire and bonfire. Oh, that's unbelievable. That was I don't even know what to think.
I think I'm getting a bonfire pit at my house this summer.
Yeah,
Dude,
campfires
that's
are an elite. It's I mean it's lovely.
Mhm.
I guess I'll fall back to the new. I'm gonna go the new car. It's your staple smell.
It's classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mattson back with you on the 2.
I don't know if this is controversial, but I'll take gasoline.
It's not controversial at all.
Yeah, I guess
I don't think if
that's
it
a good smell,
if it didn't hurt you, I think more people would be huffing gasoline.
for sure.
I think there was a lady on one of those like was it strange addiction shows whose addiction was just to huffing gasoline like consistently throughout
Yeah.
the day.
I can't hate her for that.
No, I
Yeah,
respect it. I believe she had jars stashed across her house in case she needed a quick huff.
It's better than the girl that ate diapers. Remember that?
Yeah, that was horrific.
Looking back, stuff might have been fake on that channel.
Oh, there had to have been some. I think some of it.
Sure
Yeah.
hope so.
I think
Oh,
most
that
may
shit
have been
weird.
real though. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't biting diapers. That has to be.
But
Not really.
then there's like the
Hopefully.
absurd ones, like the dude who's playing with like shower hair. That I could genuinely see that
Yeah.
being an addiction for someone, like
Yeah.
some weird trauma type shit.
Like I think surprisingly, the guy that was in love with his car is real.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
could see
yeah.
people like
game
actually
is
just
game for that guy.
thinking about. So getting back on track here, my number 2 smell. It's kind of niche, but I enjoy it. Like you're walking in a hotel near like a pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
just
chlorine.
yeah.
I like it. I like the pick.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then for my 2, I'm gonna go like the shampoo coconut smell. You know that just smells
Oh,
Yeah.
something about it just
yep.
smells refreshing to me.
Coconut is surprisingly actually a decent smell.
Yeah, you wouldn't you
Like
would think it has
Malibu,
no smell. You would think it would have nothing.
like
But
actual Malibu.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but the coconut smell that one that's a shampoo I have is a coconut one. It smells amazing.
Mhm.
Just start huffing it like gasoline.
All right.
And then 3,
Ah.
the it simplified the unorthodox smell round.
Mhm.
Okay. Trying to think. I'll just go LeBron's shirt after a double OT game.
LeBron's what was it?
Jersey
Yeah, jersey.
after double OT.
That would smell real good. I wish I could wear that around campus.
Yeah. You'd have people storming.
Mm-hmm. And then Gavin, you've got the 3.
The guilty pleasure of mine, I think it might be taking Tommy's, unfortunately, is Aunt Laura's queefs. You know, they just
It was on my
something
board.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's tricky. Oh
Yeah.
man. All right.
Shout out Ryan. I hope you made it this far.
And then okay, for my 3, I'm gonna call it's unorthodox. Some don't like it, some like it. I'm gonna go pine.
That's a good one.
That's like a car
Some love
freshener,
it.
right?
Some think it's the number 1. That's good.
And there's the list of top 3 smells.
Yeah. That's
Quite the list we got going there. And we're going to
sure.
take a quick break while we set up our game of the pod, which we'll introduce when we're right back. All right, welcome back. For this segment for the game of the pod, we are doing a game of bullshit. Basically, we've got a bunch of categories. The way it works is we're going to each take turns saying the number of things, people, items, you get the gist of stuff we can name for said category.
Yep.
We keep going around until the number gets higher, until someone calls bullshit on one of us. When you get called bullshit on, you gotta go for the 30-second timer. Try and list the number you said, basically. And if you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, the person who called bullshit on you gets a point. Pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty it's not too hard.
Yeah.
I
And
believe
you'll get the gist once we start going for sure.
Yeah. I believe there is 40. I think it's 2 to 42. So Mattson, pick a number 2 through 42, and we'll find our first category here.
14.
14. Let me just verify it's 2 to 42. Yeah, it was. All right, 14. Our first category is Ryan's catchphrases or things he would say. And you get the pleasure of starting us off here.
Yep.
I'll go with 2. I can name 2.
Me? Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
me.
yeah, it's you.
I think I can name 5.
Sorry. 5. Damn, bro. That's like a lot of cat. I think I'm gonna call bullshit on that. I just feel like I don't think I can name more
Yeah.
than 5.
That's fair. I'm thinking.
Okay, once I start the timer, you start going right away, and I'll keep count.
Okay, you ready?
3, 2, 1.
Well, actually, that's 1. That's crazy. That's 2. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, it's hitting me like a rock here. Wow.
I'll give it to you. 3.
I gave up. No, I gave up.
Wow, that's
My brain shut down. Cause like the issue with Ryan, okay, that's fair. Ryan doesn't have much catchphrases, but you kind of imply he has a lot.
there's just that was a tricky one. So I mean I got the first point. I'll keep a little scorebook here.
That was terrible on my end. I'll do better.
I don't think
Maybe
I
like
can
his
top
little
Marty.
wee. I guess that.
Yeah,
is
that
a
counts.
catchphrase?
That count. I'd give it to you. I think you just have to start reaching for ones at that point.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just make his own catchphrases.
All right, Gavin, you want to give a number 2 through 42?
7.
7. All right, round 2. This one could go pretty decent. Songs by Taylor Swift.
Then
and then-
start.
yeah, you start.
So,
Well, no, it'd be you because you've got bullshit called on
Okay.
you.
yeah, I'll say I could name 5.
I could name 7.
I think I could definitely name like 9.
I think I'm gonna have to call bullshit on that.
All right.
Mainly because I can't name more than 9.
I couldn't. I don't think I
And
could have
Tommy
named
knows
7.
I couldn't name more than
I
9.
don't think I could have named
Yeah,
7.
I know Tommy couldn't name 7. I
Uh,
could probably only name 3 realistically.
okay, I'll do on 1. I'll start the timer. So
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Shake It Off, Last Kiss, The Way I Loved You, All Too Well, Enchanted, Welcome to New York, You Belong with Me. How many am I at? 7?
7.
7.
A quick 2. A quick 2.
Our Song.
Oh, just 8 on the
Just barely.
timer.
Dude,
That was close though.
They
You
all
missed
hit you.
Bad Blood, her classic.
oh my. Yeah. Shucks. I think I definitely had it in me. Just a bad performance.
Bad performance. And then Gavin's getting the point on that.
You know, it gets scary with the timer ticking. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
All right. Third one. I get to pick a category. I'm feeling a lucky 33. So let's see what 33 has to offer. And 33 is reasons Ryan would get kicked out of a fancy restaurant. And Mattson, just help. Literally, you could probably name most reasons you'd get kicked out of a
Yeah.
restaurant.
Ryan would do it.
I probably could name 6 off the bat. Sorry, no. Mattson, you start.
Oh, I'll go 5.
I'll go 7.
I can name 8.
I
Equal
mean,
then.
I can't do more than 8, so I guess I just kind of have to call bullshit on that.
All right. This is gonna be. I'm gonna have to rattle some
This
out
is
here.
interesting.
All right. 3.
Loki. Okay.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it would give you a hint on what to do. I'll
Alright.
tell you what I would do.
3, 2, 1. Waitress hits on him. He hits on waitress. Shellfish allergy hits on a minor. Shit. Has to use the restroom. I'm gonna give you uses the restroom badly. Man, this is tough. Exposes himself. Creates an outburst, a loud outburst. Says a racial slur. Is sexist to the waitress.
We'll give it to you.
Yep.
We'll give it to you.
On the board.
What I would have done is you kind of did it, but like hit on waiter, hit on minor, waiter hit on him, hit on elderly person. Like,
I thought about it, but I wanted to change it up.
Yeah.
I wanted to go different.
take his pants off and start swinging it around.
Yeah. All
Ask
right.
for pina coladas.
Mattson, you're up
Back
again
to
to
me.
pick a category. Yeah, 2 through
I'll
42.
go 42.
42, dead last category. Let's see what we got. What? We got a category
That's
for
quite the
ourselves. Weirdest objects people have used as a sex toy.
Wow.
This
And who
it's,
starts this one?
I start because you called bullshit on, or Mattson called bullshit on
Yeah.
me, right?
Yeah.
I think I could go a solid. I think I could go like 7 off the bat.
7. I'll just say 8.
I'll say 9.
I think 10's doable.
I don't know. I I'll go 11.
I'll go 12.
I'm gonna call bullshit. I just want to see.
Oh my
I need to
gosh.
see the 12 rattled off.
Holy crap.
I need to see the 12 going.
It's gotta be a lame, but I think I could do it.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2,
Yep.
1, go.
Tree branch, pole, a basketball bat, a
Baseball bat, yeah.
Gosh, this is harder than I thought. A pillow, stuffed animal, a water bottle, beer bottle, Ryan's hands, Aunt Laura's feet, Uncle Ben's finger.
At 10, at 10. I'm sweeping away
The
right
time
now with
constraint.
categories.
That was wow.
You didn't even name like the 3 main, like the.
It says weird.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You could have just gone all fruit for a section, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking like eggplant,
Oh my-
banana, apple,
Taco
stuff
Bell
like
items.
that.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Baconator.
Yeah. Holy crap. I should have just gone the Ryan route like I did there at the end.
Yeah, that was a tricky one. All right, Gavin, you get to pick 2 through 42.
Give me 4.
4. Low numbers for you first off. 4. This one could go for. This is a good one. Fast food chains. And then Gavin, you get to start us off with the number.
I can name 8.
I could do 10.
I could do 11.
I'll call bullshit.
That's
On 11.
a daring bullshit I call. All right.
The number game and
All right.
starts ticking.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Popeyes, Chipotle, Wingstop, Subway, Jimmy John's, Smoothie King. Ooh. Waffle House, does that count?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give it.
All right.
And that was 10, right?
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Mattson on the board with a point.
I called him on 10, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
10, it might have been 11. Honestly, if we can't remember, we're giving it.
Yeah.
We'll go for 3 rounds around just to make it more interesting too,
Yeah.
because these are going quick.
Yeah, and we're not really getting them. We got to get started getting them.
Yeah. 2 through 42. I'm gonna pick 27. Let's see here. 27 is oh. I'm glad this one made it on this slide.
Yeah. Should we do Ryan or me versus just Tommy?
Yeah, I think for fairness, we'll do this, and
Okay.
I feel like we should make it.
I could name 5.
I could go 6.
What is
I
the
could go
topic?
7.
It's Ryan's most unnecessary purchases.
Okay.
He has a lot, but you really got to know the guy to know what.
Yeah.
I think
don't
we
have that
go.
much
I think we go. So how we'll do this one? Me and Gavin will go back and forth. Mattson, you could bet.
Yeah.
You could bet if they'll do it, if they won't do it for a point.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I said 6.
I could do 7.
I think I'm gonna call bullshit on 7. Honestly,
Really?
I feel like it's. I can't think. I don't think I'd be able to think of them. Okay. And then Mattson for a point. Do you think Gavin can do 7 or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So for Gavin to get a point and Mattson to get a point. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
All right. His Mazda, his golf ball, his tennis racket, his golf bag he has, the Magic the Gathering card he bought, his green hoodie that he lost at the cruise. Regretted buying that. He regretted trying to buy pina coladas at the cruise. He tried regretting the plane tickets, the sea boarding pass.
You've hit 7. You've hit 7 already.
Okay. Oh yeah, it only says 7.
You got that quicker than I thought. So Gavin and Mattson. So that kind of evened it up a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Scores. All right. So this is now we're on to the final round. Scores are at I'm at 3. Gavin and Mattson, if it loads in. Gavin and Mattson, you both are tied at 2. Mattson, if you want to pick a number 2 through 42.
We'll go 37.
37. Okay. Fictional places from movies or TV shows. And then Gavin, you started off since bullshit was called on you.
Name 4.
I can name 6.
I'll do 7.
Damn. Well, I'll just call bullshit because and Tommy knows I definitely could not do 8. So I'll call bullshit on 7.
Okay, let me know when you're ready, Mattson.
All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Simpson, Springfield, Hogwarts, Narnia, Wakanda.
Need 3 more.
Asgard, Atlantis.
And just beaten by the
One
buzzer.
forward.
Shoot.
And Gavin's.
I was just pulling stuff out of my ass. I could not think of anything.
It's the time. I swear.
Any
I think
bottom.
Yeah.
the timer is just it's killing.
That's
I
how
think
it
10
is.
more seconds I could have gotten it.
The scores are still. I mean, now Gavin, me and you are tied, and scores are still close with the last ones here.
Yeah.
It is. It really is anyone's. Gavin,
Mhm.
number 2 through 42.
Give me 26.
26. It's gonna be an interesting one because we've got U.S. presidents.
Holy crap. Give me like.
Well, Mattson, you get to start it
Oh
off.
yeah, Mattson.
Oh, I could do 8.
I'll call bullshit.
I know
on that.
Gavin can't do 8.
Yeah.
Or Gavin couldn't do
I-
9.
I could not do anywhere near 9.
All
I
right.
don't even know if Mattson could do 8. He might whip out some crazy stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I think
It's definitely doable. You could.
he said 8.
Yeah, 8's doable.
Mm.
All right, Mattson, you ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Trump, Biden, Obama, Clinton, George Bush, George W. Bush, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, JFK.
You're at 8. You're at
Is that
9.
it?
Yeah, you're
All right.
good.
That's good.
And on basically 10 seconds.
Yeah.
wow.
I'd hit Washington, Lincoln.
So
I didn't even think of those
3.
guys.
now the interesting thing is we're on the last one and we are at a all 3-way tie because of
Oh man.
so and
Intense games going on
anyone's
here.
game we got here. And for mine, I'm gonna feel. What numbers are you guys feeling right now? I want to hear some input on numbers. 2 through 42.
LeBron's number.
6
Ooh.
or 23. I mean,
He's currently 6.
23.
2 times 3
Or
is
6.
6.
Yeah, that's why he did it.
I'm gonna go-
6 maybe.
I'm gonna go 6. Yeah, we'll go 6. Let's see what 6 has to offer. Excuses for being late. It's a tricky one.
I can do 5.
I could do 7.
I could knock out 8.
I can do 9.
I could do 10.
I'm just thinking of off the time you got to rail it. I could do 11.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he could.
All right, I'm about to pull out some finesse here for the win. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Lost the time. Car ran out of gas. Fuck. Doing homework. Was at work. Went to the gym. The drive. Forgot. Had to get food. God damn, I'm about to. Cars crash. Fucking, oh my god, unbelievable.
Yeah, if you think about it,
Yep.
11.
Yep,
That's-
there's a timer.
Yeah, what, one every 30 seconds?
That's a tricky
Yeah.
one.
It's
That's
just the
hard.
numbers.
But with that, I mean, Mattson's won the game with 4.
You did. Pretty
A solid
impressive.
game.
Heated game there. We're definitely gonna have to play this with more guests for sure.
Mhm.
The time, maybe. No, I like the 30 seconds is fair.
30 seconds
Yeah.
is pretty fair. Honestly, you could go a minute if you really need.
Yeah,
That was
but then the numbers just rise.
I'm only thinking of stuff I could have said stuck in traffic, got in a crash, got pulled over. Like now I'm thinking of shit I could have said to like lead
Yeah.
to that edge.
Hold over.
There's just there could have been so much.
And then we got one last thing before we're done here. Question of the pod is kind of a callback from earlier. Did he do it?
OJ.
The man, yeah.
The
I'm gonna say
glove
no.
didn't fit.
The glove didn't fit, even though it fit.
Makes you think.
They found him innocent, and I believe he's innocent.
I believe in America's judicial system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. He fucking did it. Look at the fucking picture. His hands are in the glove. The glove is over the wrist. I don't know what the fuck we're looking at here. The glove is perfectly fitting it. Are you telling me because his gloves are slightly too tight, he couldn't have hypothetically put the glove on, worn it? I mean, he had to have done it. That, and on top of
He
that,
wrote a book about
writing the
how
book-
he would do it.
writing the book, I did it, and putting "if" in the smallest possible, hardest to read font in the eye is the most incredible thing he could have done. That was just a
Unreal.
flex at that point that he got away with it. There is no other
Yeah.
reason he did it than the fact of like to be like, fuck you, I got away with it. You only got me in some other charge. But I'm not gonna lie, his Bronco chase has immense aura, and I wish I had a poster of that on my wall. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, it's a good picture, historic picture, historic guy.
Great guy. Done so much for
Mhm.
the world. But
Yep.
in National Football League.
breaking records on and off of the court or the
Yeah.
field.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, that is the end of episode 6.1 in parentheses. Mattson, it was glad to have you on this episode. Anything you got to say to the people before we're heading out? Any final messages?
I'm just so grateful to be a part of the podcast and be remember with the likes of Ryan and Connor Peach. It's just I don't deserve it, but I'm truly blessed to be here.
It was great having you. It was a great podcast. So to release it. Fuck Tyler Duncan. You know,
Shout out.
you were way better than he could ever be.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think it was a great.
It was a great
episode.
podcast.
Any questions?
Make sure to, do all the follow on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, follow on Spotify, follow on YouTube, do all that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Most importantly, have a Sigma day. Sigma time, signing out.